I know that my grandfather was the tallest from all boys.
I thought my mother always said that Uncle Herman was the tallest.
Maybe he was taller.
But what was the?
So there were at least two tall
Yeah,
people.
there were two tall. But what was the order of the? Who was the oldest, and who was the youngest?
Who was the oldest? One wasn't died before I was born, so I don't, maybe he was the oldest.
Your father was what?
The third. The youngest was your father.
Yeah, grandfather.
Then was this Herman, you said.
Herman was the second youngest.
The third was my
Your grandmother, your mother, your father.
And the three others I don't know, and two sisters. So I don't know where were the sisters and where the brothers.
Right. So
one sister was living in, not in Morrisville, she was living in Sambor.
Which sister was this?
No, Sambor. Lesko. He married a Hungarian officer.
Uh-huh.
And they were living Lesko. Na południu Polski.
Lesko to jest Bieszczady.
So your father was three from, he was number, there were 5 brothers and 2 sisters, right?
3, 6, 5, yeah. I believe
So
so.
7, so he was number 5. 5, 6 and 7 were...
7, 6, 5.
5 was your father, 6 was Herman, and 7 was my...
Sisters. One was never married and he lived with grandfather until he died.
That was Bronia?
Bronia.
Yeah.
Bronisława. And Wanda was married to this, Hungarian officer.
Right.
And this is what I know, they had two sons.
And the other 3 brothers were Simon, right? And
Yes.
Elias
And Adolf.
and Adolf.
Like
Adolf. So, and Dodek was named after Adolf.
Probably.
Yeah. And okay, so.
But because you had a famous comic. Adolf Densha, so maybe he was.
Yeah, maybe.
No, but rather.
So, what do you remember from that time?
What I remember. What time?
What do you remember from this?
I was going to school. What I remember. I was I like to dance.
Yeah.
And I was interested, yes, and theater, dance. That's what I was interested.
And tell me something. What can you tell me about my grandfather and grandmother?
Your grandmother and your grandfather, yes. This I can tell you. Feinstein, Tomek. No, I don't mean Tomek.
Okay.
Mother, we loved them very much because they were so little and we were, yes, and we liked when they were coming to us. This is what I remember.
And what do you remember from their parents? from Joseph and Gisela?
I know that she was a pharmacist,
Yeah.
and I know that he was working for my father, your father,
Yeah. Yeah. You know that
the office.
that Marika in her book,
Yeah.
uh,
I don't know what
the book is about the Feuerstein family, but because
I didn't know the name. I heard from you the first time this name, Feuerstein.
yeah, so but the Feuerstein, then there's Novak. They have a, but because your father employed your father, my grandfather, I don't know, they employed a lot of her family. So Marika has a book, in her book, she has a chapter about the Stern brothers.
Yes, but only because they met him as because they worked for him.
Yes,
So
yes,
this is, therefore I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
And if you say that it was a big family, many sisters and so and that it's so that
The family,
place where we were living, it's 4 kilometers from the town. They were in this house where we were living.
yeah.
They because we went there.
I heard that the family wasn't very happy about my Joseph marrying Gisela because she was from a less good.
I don't know.
No?
No, because I was the age that I was
you-
not
you-
interested who married whom and if the family was happy or not.
No, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just
I
trying to.
didn't know.
Yeah.
This
But you
what
heard
I-
you heard about it?
No.
No?
First time from you.
Yeah, because I heard that. And what can you tell me about my grandfather, about Joseph, your uncle?
I met him from time to time. I remember him.
Where they were living at that time? Where?
Where in
Yes,
Borisov?
in the town.
Yeah,
In the town.
Borisov?
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
in the town. Not where we were living outside the town. In the town. They were living. And during the war, because my father couldn't get any job, and the only thing what he could do because of his background, but because he belonged to the anti-Soviet group, so he wasn't
Welcome.
allowed,
Yeah.
yes, allowed to work anywhere. So this what he was doing was cleaning the rabbits.
Yeah.
This what I remember, and
And-
then we were living because we were selling things which we possessed at that time. So this was a very hard time for us.
Yeah.
And this they didn't let us live in the main street, for example. No, it wasn't allowed. But we were going to school and we were not much interested about money matters.
And my mother wasn't with you during the war. She was sent away, yeah?
She wasn't sent away, but she realized that she can't get the job, maybe because of the brother-in-law.
No, I'm talking about my mother, Eljunia. She was
your
6, 7,
mother,
yes.
yeah.
She was sent away, no? She had
They all went to Stri. They went to another place.
Yeah.
They were leading, your mother was working there.
Right.
We had no contact at the time because nobody had contact.
She had, I think, her Zoshka or something,
Yes, there was.
that she had a sister in, maybe it was in Stri. And I think that,
Sashka, I visited after the war.
yeah.
Yes, she was in a nursing home. Because she was in contact with Eljunia.
Yes, I
Your
know.
mother was
Yeah.
sending her things. Yes.
That's right. I was telling you. And do you know how your father died?
He was shot in the street.
Just was something happened, or just?
I know that not an accident. This was.
He was alone, or because I heard the story that my grandfather and your father, they went to the police to
Not your grandfather, the second brother.
Which one? Herman?
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
Because one of them wasn't really, the second one died, and the third one, I don't know what happened.
And
maybe he was sent somewhere. No, he died in concentration camp. He was taken to concentration camp.
who?
Simon.
Ah, yeah.
Simon, we call him Shimon.
Yeah. I just read what I yeah. So and his wife, I think, survived. No, his wife and his daughter ran away. No.
They were not in Warsaw at the time. They were in Germany.
Yeah. She was German. Yeah, I remember. I read that. And what his daughter still lives in the States, no?
I don't know if she would be 97 now. So how do you know that a 97-old person still lives?
Yeah.
It's impossible.
It seems you have good genes, all of you. So it's almost all of you.
The grandfather died when he was 94. So
and that was 3 generations ago. So that means you still have another 20, 25.
The grandfather had good genes.
Yeah.
His memory and so.
Yeah.
He used to say, it's only because people are so weak nowadays that Hitler came to Poland. We wouldn't let him go in. That's what he said.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's so I'm trying to think of Jurek, maybe you help me. You have any questions?
No.
We'll try to summarize what we discussed here, and I will look into Jenny. Maybe there's still a possibility to add some more information.
Yeah, but we don't have dates yet.
Dates? No, but if you know that somebody was 3 years older, then you have a date.
Yeah.
Because it means 1920.
Yeah.
So even such very